Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Trivia Night. I hope that everyone is having a ton of fun and that this evening is full of laughter. My name is Jessica Carlisle, and my husband Adam and I are the directors of Building Bridges of Hope. Building Bridges of Hope is an American nonprofit that exists to lift up and support the mission of FUMSIL, which is a nonprofit on the border of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Our mission has two main branches or arms. The first is healthcare and the second is education. Our medical coordinator, Kaylee Stutzky, will be sharing a little bit more with you about that medical branch, but I'll be sharing with you specifically about our education side. Our Child Development Center and Preschool is a project that is very close to my heart. This is a place where children can come to learn, to grow, and ultimately to be safe. Many years ago, there was a period of time where we actually took care of severely malnourished children in our home, in our mission house. Now, this was on an emergency basis. This was surely not the best plan nor the long-term model. But it was a period of time that allowed us to get to know very intimately the situations and the stories of our local community members. So we sat down as a team, Dominican and American alike, and we said, how can we serve these kids? How can we meet this need? And so the idea came to create a child development center and preschool. This is the place where kids can come to be safe. It's where they can come to eat. We provide breakfast, lunch, and then a snack in the afternoon before they go home. And it's also the place where they can come to learn. This is where we can lay that foundation for success throughout their entire educational career. And it's also where we hope that they fall in love with learning. Our preschool currently has 40 students. Not everybody comes every day, and we actually have a wait list as well. For all of these students, we only have 2 teachers, which is pretty incredible. They have 2 classrooms. There is a 3- and 4-year-old classroom, and then a 4- and 5-year-old classroom. So this project is part daycare, part preschool, maybe some kind of a combination of Head Start like we have in the United States, but also mixed with a nutrition center. We're very specific and very particular about the options of food that we provide the kids. It is always a well-rounded, nutritious meal, and it's always foods that are locally grown and things that they are accustomed to eating. We also provide children's vitamins and any other basic medications that they may need throughout their time at the preschool. We try really hard to watch carefully their growth. If we suspect that something may be off, if a child appears to be thinner than usual, or if they may have a case of lice or a case of a parasite, any number of things that have come up, we make sure to stay on top of that. We have great working relationships with all of the families, and we are able to have those conversations. So that's not to say that every day at the preschool is easy. There have been some very difficult days. These kids come from a variety of family dynamics and backgrounds. Many of them have seen very violent behaviors, and those are things that kids tend to mimic in the classroom. So I can't skate over it and pretend like, every day is fantastic, but I also know that on those most challenging days, that this is exactly where God calls us to be. He wants us right in the middle, right in the mess of life, of humanness. And so we strive our best to be compassionate, to be patient, and to slowly work with these kids and their families so that we can all grow together. So the first couple years that our Child Development Center and Preschool was open, we spent a lot of time working out the logistics. We really needed to focus on the menu, what worked, what didn't work. We did a lot of switching around of staff, who was good at which job, and we also focused a lot on the schedule of the day. How much time did they need outside? How much time did they need in a classroom? And what were going to be our goals? Now that we're well into year 4, we've been looking a lot at the academic side of the project. We are slowly but surely adopting a Montessori style approach to learning. We're using a lot of hands-on materials to teach the kids in really engaging and really kinetic ways. So this has been our newest adventure, is learning the Montessori method, learning how to implement this, particularly in a very remote area where we don't have access to a lot of things. But it has been the best, by far my favorite part of the entire process of opening this preschool, having come to know these kids and their needs and the way that they learn and the way that they embrace the environment around them, Montessori has been a fantastic, fantastic mixture of all that they need. So now that we have our preschool and development center all set up, all organized, it's thriving and in a really good place, what's next? Well, our dream is to actually replicate this model and open preschools all along the Haiti-Dominican border in these remote villages where children are very malnourished. I hope that you guys enjoyed this short little intro about our preschool and why we opened one and what that project is like. I am so thankful for you joining us this evening and participating. We couldn't be more grateful for the community that we have, and thank you for being part of it.